Monday. It's about 12 o'clock. I hope you guys enjoyed all that background sharing. If I ever want to have a day that is significantly productive, or I'm able to accomplish ideally what I would like to accomplish, I have to get up at 4:30. Like if I don't get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock at the latest, you want to go outside? Let's go then, come on. Then my day's gone. And it's because, you know, once the, Vente, come on. Once the kids wake up, I mean, you're mom, and that's it until they go to school. But then you have that like deadline looming over you to pick them up from school, and then they come home, and then you're mom again. And so it's just, if you work from home, you totally understand. If you don't work from home, you understand too, because if you want to get ready for work, you want to look cute, you got to do it before the kids wake up. So we woke up early today, got a lot of work done. And it's Monday and we have a very late baseball game. So between now and Daniel's dismissal, I have to finish some more work. I want to show you guys some stuff. And I have to figure out what we're gonna do for dinner. Luckily, I got all my grocery shopping done Saturday night when Parker came home from Louisiana. Today, I did a Walmart drive-up pickup after I dropped off Mateo at school because we didn't have any bleach, any barkeeper's friend, just like really random odds and ends that for some reason I forgot to get when I did my grocery shopping. So last vlog, we left off on, hey, it's daylight savings time and it's the worst. And also the kids are in Arizona doing spring training. And then co-parent called me and said, hey, Daniel has a sore throat. Oh, but it's no big deal. It's probably allergies. My little man was sick, like full on sick. Like I had to bring out the sick teepee. Do you guys do anything like special, unique, very particular for your kids when they get sick? My mom never did. My mom was usually preoccupied doing whatever that involved herself. But for us, if the boys are sick, we bring out the sick teepee. And that's this little fabric teepee with like wooden dowels that grandma got Daniel. And so we set it up somewhere, like the more inconvenient, the better. Like I am convinced the more inconvenient this teepee is, the quicker they heal. So like I'll put the teepee in my bedroom, or I'll put it in the middle of the living room and move the coffee table. I have put it inside one of the other boys' rooms because, I mean, if you're siblings, like they're both gonna get sick, or one just has a really good immune system. But it's just, can you really keep them separate, especially if they're boys and they can't keep their hands off each other because they're either wrestling or playing Pirates or playing Fortnite or playing I Hate My Brother Today and I want to just, you know, stick my finger in his ear because it's what boys do. So Daniel actually got like sick. And I'm like, oh gosh, I'm like waiting for the moment for either Mateo to get sick or Parker to get sick or even me to get sick because it's springtime. And if you guys aren't familiar with Texas spring, it's very like, is it cold or is it hot? Yes. Is it gonna rain or is it gonna be humid? Yes. Is there gonna be hail or is it gonna be cold? Yes. Like that's every day in the spring. And it's taken me 12 years to try and get used to. I still haven't. So anyway, I wanted to say thank you to Mary Ruth for sponsoring this, I can't even say weekend vlog, for sponsoring this Coffee Break with Dani vlog. We are going to talk about one of our favorite sponsors ever, and naturally, I volunteer as tribute to try new products for you guys. Anyway, if you guys are unfamiliar with Mary Ruth Organics, they are an organic supplement brand that my family swears by. You guys saw me this morning when I was preparing my "this is the only way that I can drink water throughout the day" juice. And I love to add the liquid multivitamin. This is the one that I take. This is the one that the whole family can take. It tastes good. It absorbs quickly. There's no weird chewing or tablets involved or reminding, you know, to fill your pill container. Super yummy, great for all ages. There's lots of different flavors. I like to add 2 tablespoons of that into some water and just That's it. I drink it in the morning. Forces me to drink water. It forces me to stay hydrated. It helps me take my vitamins, which I always forget. And right now, what I've done is I've kind of developed this habit where first thing in the morning when I wake up, I do my water bottle with my supplements. And then later at lunchtime, when I do lunch, is when I take my gummies. Like a treat. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an adult. I'm an adult that enjoys her treats. So the gummies that I love from Mary Ruth Organics are my favorites because they absolutely taste like a treat. The first one is the hair, skin, and nails gummies. These are strawberry flavor. So good. So these gummies are your like make me pretty vitamins. That's what I like to call them anyway. They're good for your hair, skin, and nails. They make your nails grow faster, thicker. Same thing with your hair. It's a combo of biotin, vitamin C, and E. Vitamin C and E are really great for your hair, skin, and nails. In case you didn't know. They make your hair and nails grow faster, thicker, longer, and your skin healthy and glowy. Not to mention, if it didn't do any of those things, they taste so good. They taste like yummy fruit snacks. And then you guys already know about these. I'm surprised we haven't sold these out. The Stressless Beans. These just encourage happy feelings, you know? These single-handedly kept me out of the county lockup when they were remodeling my bathroom. Super yummy. They're like jelly beans that taste like cherry. And I'll show you guys the back of the label so you know what I'm talking about. Love these guys. You can take 3 beans per day. I take them every day. In fact, on the days that I don't, I realize I did it. I know exactly that I didn't. It's not so much that I have less patience. I'm just more prone on acting impatient. You know what I mean? The ones that I wanted to share with you guys are 2 new ones that I'm trying to see if I can get my son Mateo to take them. The 2 new ones that I want to share with you guys are 2 that I'm actually taking with my son Mateo. It's like a bonding. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling him that we're bonding by doing it together, but really it's just a way to get him to take his supplements in a different format. So my son and I both have like super ADD, in case you haven't noticed. And his pediatrician said that if we include an omega supplement in his daily routine, that it actually helps with focus. So we got the omega 3679 gummies. These come in like a mango apricot flavor. And the way we take them is he takes 1 gummy, I take 2 gummies. This is what they look like. They should really just, you know, open like a candy store and tell everyone, hey, this is candy. Come buy your gummies. And you're really just tricking people into taking vitamins. If you guys are not familiar with like omega supplements, they can be very fishy and not taste very yummy. When you can take a supplement and make it taste good, like this one, my son and I do it together. We'll take our little omega gummy and we're like, cheers. And we take our little gummy for the day. This one here, I have to say, wasn't a hit with my son. However, if I put the dropper in his water bottle, his juice, or whatever drink he has, then he's totally okay with it because he can't taste it. I don't mind it because I love the flavor of tea, but that's the best way that I can describe it. So the Mary Ruth's Focus and Attention Herbal Blend, it's a liquid extract. I got the one for kids for Mateo, and then I got the adult one for myself. For me, I take it up to 3 times a day. I usually take it once in the morning, and then if I remember at lunch, I'll do a second dropper. But it's just a very brown, very tea tasting, like, actually, that's what it tastes like. All it tastes like is tea. So if you like tea, honey, that flavor, like herbal tea, that's what it tastes like. Here's the thing, whether or not it helps, I can't really attest to it. What I will say though, is I haven't taken my medication that I'm supposed to be taking every day for focus. I don't like how it makes me feel. I think when you are given a medication to help you with focus, it's gonna come with a bunch of yucky other feelings that maybe you aren't your favorite or you don't like. So for me, from now until the end of time, I'm always going to try and find alternative ways to help me focus, to help me stay on track, to help me, you know, meet my goals, to not procrastinate, and to just, you know, keep me on track. And so I have tried a lot of different types of supplements to help me with that. And while it's too soon to say, yeah, this definitely is really helping me out, I will say I haven't missed not taking my medication. So that's a really big advantage. If you guys are familiar with what that feels like, then you can totally relate. But like I said, we're trying these two new ones. Mateo and I are trying these for you guys. But if you guys are fans of Mary Ruth's, you guys already know my spiel. 20% off your total purchase. You can use the code CoffeeBreak on Amazon. If you shop from the Mary Ruth shop, you can use it directly on their website. And my top 3 choices or recommendations are always going to be the hair, skin, and nail gummies, the Stressless Beans, and the Daily Liquid Multivitamin. Like always. Always. And I think this one will always be my #1 recommendation just because it's a purchase that you can make for your entire household. Doesn't matter the age of your kids. It doesn't matter if it's for you, for your spouse. It's such a great supplement that you can add to your smoothie, add to your juice, add it to your, like this morning, I added it to my water, and it makes it so easy. You know, you don't forget, you feel better, you're taking care of yourself. And I think ultimately, everybody's goal, whether this year, next year, whenever you have that aha moment, is if you're not right, you can't make it right for anyone else. You know, if you're not okay, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not feeling great, then you can't do your best at taking care of others. And I think if you're at home watching this vlog, you're probably the mental load bearer. You're probably the house manager. You're probably the person that takes care of everyone in your household. And if you're not taking care of yourself and you're not at your optimal, like strength, health, anything, mood, then it's really hard to just function to the best of your ability. So anyway, if you guys are fans of Mary Ruth, if you have been on the fence, the code CoffeeBreak will get you guys 20% off your total purchase. Thank you guys for holding me accountable to take my vitamins. And now we are going to go into my little studio because I want to show you guys a couple of Etsy sales that I have to wrap and package and ship off. And the thing is, I get so excited to send them to you guys really fast that I don't like show them here on the vlog. Like I don't video the actual item. And I'm like, come on, you're like missing out. That's like the best part is the final product, you know? But I get so excited that I don't show you guys before I wrap it up and send it off because I'm like, I'm so excited. You know, I gotta send it. They're gonna receive it. And usually, I mean, I have a very generous time frame for the items because, I mean, I have to do it from start to finish. Like from zero to finish, like it's nothing. I like create it out of thin air. So sometimes it takes a long time. So my time frame is pretty generous, but I do that intentionally because you never know when a dog's gonna get sick, when a kid is gonna get sick, when you're gonna get sick, when baseball is gonna happen and you're just gonna fall behind. So I wanna make sure I have enough time and I don't disappoint you guys. I would much rather say it's gonna take me 7 days to produce plus shipping or whatever, and you get sooner than to say, oh, I'll have it there in 3 days, and then you're waiting for it and I'm late. Like that would make me feel the worst. But let me get my very professional tissue box so I can prop you guys. That's how we work around here, you know? Like, do I have tripods? Sure. Do I use them? No, not when I have a convenient tissue box sitting there. Okay, so we have a lanyard that I made, and I'm so excited about this one. So this is a mom, and she said, Dani, I'm a mom of 2 girls. I'm currently expecting my 3rd, and family, faith, that's my life. Like, that's it. This is what I'm about. I was born to be a mom, love my girls. I want it to be pink. And I was like, when you guys give me creative liberty like that, I think it's when I do my best work. So she ordered a lanyard, and look at this clay bead. It's a mama and a baby elephant. And then this has a flower, or rather it's like 3 flowers in like one plant, or 3 little hearts in a plant. So it's like, okay, the 3 for her 3 babies. Here's another one, a baby bear and a mama bear. And on her dangle, she just said, I wanted to say family. So I did 3 different color butterflies for each of her babies. And they all match. They all match her lanyard. If you guys order a lanyard, it always comes in like a little mesh bag. I don't know why. I just thought the lanyards should be in a mesh bag. So there you go. Then we have another custom lanyard. This one has a cute resin charm. And we had the best like exchange when we were doing this order, because she was like, I wanted to have this many words, and I wanted to have a line drawing of a cat, and I wanted to have some paws, and I wanted to have this. And I was like, sweet Jesus, can I make this happen? And it's never like, my thought process is never like, oh God, you're so annoying, or oh, that's so complicated. It's always like, can I make this happen? I take it as a challenge, but at the same time, I also don't want to disappoint you guys. So I don't want to say yes without first trying to see if it works. So her order was basically a pop socket and a lanyard set that would match her favorite pet rescue place that she volunteers at. And so we did her pop socket and included all the words that she requested. I even put little paw, do you see the little clay slices? Little paw clay slices on there. That's the cat line drawing that she sent me. And then we did a lanyard to match her pop socket. Same colors, turquoise and purple. And she wanted a cute resin charm. So I did a cat. Do you see? Hold on. I'm like right in the way and you can't get a cute, clear, maybe I need like a plain background. You see the little pointy ears? It's a sparkly cat charm. And then I just did another little paw. And the lanyard itself has the colors she wanted, but I also did a little cat. We did some paws and purple and turquoise, again, in a little pouch. And she was so sweet. She actually got a second pop socket of the ones that I already have pre-made on the site, which I thought was adorable. Then we have a friend. And this is, whenever I think about like, gosh, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? I can barely keep up with my day to day. And then I'm going on this other adventure of opening an Etsy shop. Like, I take on so much more. Why? I always try to understand why. And then I get these messages that just remind me of why. So a set of girlfriends, she sends me a message and she's like, hey, Dani, do you ship to Canada? And I was like, you know, I am so sorry. You're not the first person to ask and you're probably not going to be the last, but the shipping price to send internationally would just absorb the cost of the product itself. So to say that there would be a profit, it really just, it would just, for me to be able to charge a justifiable amount to how far it's going or how much it's going to cost, it's just, it doesn't make sense, you know? And I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that to you guys. I can't do that to myself. So unless I figure out a different way to ship, for now, I can't ship internationally. And she's like, oh, it's totally fine. Don't even worry about it. My best friend lives in Kentucky. So I'm going to get her a keychain. I'm going to send it to her. And the next time she sends me something, I'll just have her throw it in there. And so for me, those stories are so healing because not only does it remind me that true friendship exists, that maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next month is not going to be my friendship month, or when I finally discover adult friendships like that really are the kind you deserve, the kind that reciprocate the way you treat them, the kind that are respectful, that don't flirt with your husband. You know what I mean? Like the real friendship that is balanced, that I don't want a friendship that's transactional. So I don't want it to get misinterpreted where like, if I do this for you, you do this for me. If I do this, but there has to be a balance, you know, that takers are always going to take. So givers have to set limits because takers won't. And I always find myself in this weird, unbalanced friendship situation where it just doesn't, it gets to the point where it doesn't feel fair. And it doesn't feel fair And it's even worse when you say something, but their reality is totally different. So for her to say, I am getting one for myself, a keychain for myself, and then I'm going to get one for my friend is healing for me because it reminds me friends exist. And it also is healing because as much as I feel like, oh, you know, I think I need to quit YouTube. Like YouTube's done. My ship has sailed. Like I've just let it go, man. It's not like it was a dream anyway. It was just a way for me to interact with people and socialize. But for me to say like, can you just bury it? Like time of death, can you call it? I get those messages where someone is willing to go that distance and say, oh, you don't ship to Canada? I'm going to make this happen. Like I want something from you. It's so humbling and flattering and healing. Like I said, it is so healing to have these interactions with you guys through an Etsy shop where you guys remind me of the beauty in life. So that long pontification to say, you guys have to see this. She wanted short keychains. So remember, short means that there's no chain in between the resin and the lobster clasp. This comes off. I just added it to be cute. But the keychain itself is just this. Look at this handsome fella. Can we talk about that pose though? Like, can you talk about that sexy pose? Yeah. And then on the back, look at this pretty kitty. Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful. And so we can make your keychain short and still put charms on it, but the charms will be on the side. So it'll be like a separate little dangly thing that has your charms as opposed to being in between the resin and the lobster clasp. So you could tell it's kind of on the side separately. And we just put a little paw, a little happy face, and then faith. And these were requested from my super, unbeknownst to her, panda that is slowly healing my inner child, one message at a time. So we have that one. And then this one. I have the softest spot in my heart for German Shepherds. Like, God, those dogs are amazing. So when she said, can you make me one with Hunter? And I was like, can you give me Hunter? No. Look at this handsome fella. I mean, right? Isn't he majestic? So with this one, she wanted neutral, but she wanted it to be gold. So what I did is I just did iridescent sparkle, but nested inside, I put these gold stars. I don't know if you can see. They're supposed to be super subtle gold stars. You can see them right there. If there was like a bright bulb behind here, you could see there's like a ton of gold stars inside the keychain. And we opted for his name in gold letters here, but the stickers, not the beads. And then look at this. See, this is the thing. I feel like she captured the essence of German Shepherds perfectly because as canine official working dogs as they look, they're big goofballs. Do you see his nose? It's full of snow. So I just put little snowflakes around, like underneath the resin. And then we went with the neutral theme like she requested and did a white paw, a white heart, and then the same faith charm that she asked for. And same thing, short keychain, a neutral band, and the wristlet comes off. So she can clip this to whatever she wants. This is extra, like it's included, but it's extra, like you can remove it and put it wherever you want or use it on something else. You could even use it as a hair tie. I mean, it's, right? So anyway, I'm going to wrap up these orders. Then I have to eat lunch and start doing my dinner prep for today. We have a very, very long day. Mateo's game isn't until 8 o'clock. Who does that? Who does 8 o'clock games? Do they even know what having kids is like? That means we won't be home until like 9:30 or 10, and we still have to bathe and everything. So tomorrow, everyone's gonna be grumper stumpers. Everyone. But for now, I have to photograph. I totally spaced. I completely forgot to take pictures of these. I don't know how I have to unwrap the pop socket, take a picture, and then wrap them up, ship them off, and these will be in the mail by tonight. so excited. But for now, your girl has to focus. And something about my inner voice right now is telling me, like, seriously, turn off the camera. Get to work. Get to work. Focus. You can do this. I'll believe in you. So I gotta go. I think my inner child is healing my adult child. If you know this about us, but we eat dinner at 4:30. So we're a little bit late right now because Parker hasn't arrived, but he's like 5 minutes away, around the corner. So dinner is served. We have some steaks. You saw me season and marinate those earlier today. Do not come for me with my grilling. Like, I'll tear it up in the kitchen. I refuse to learn how to grill properly because, right? Like, grilling's the worst. Am I right? So I feel like when I grill, the grill senses my energy because I get all stinky and I hate smelling like grilling. Like it's like a weird thing that upsets me is smelling like grill. So I think the grill senses it, and that's why my steaks look like hamburgers. And then we have some balsamic asparagus. Cut it small so it's easier to cook and it cooks faster. Pro tip. And then we have some rice pilaf. And I like to add fideos or like these little, tiny little spaghetti noodles into our rice. I feel like it just adds a nice little yummy texture to it. Boys really like it. You know who else likes it? Not you, because you can't have any. No, you cannot. No, my little troublemaker. Can I see that nubbin though? Let me see that nubbin. Oh, that's a nice nubbin. Oh, that's a nice nubbin. I love you, Marcus. Yes, I do. You gonna go to the baseball game with Mama? Are you gonna go to the game with your mamas? Yeah? Who's there? Who's there? Oh, wow. Okay. This is the 11 break? Are we getting a lot? Wow, this coconut is so big. Wow, that's nice.
Zoom in.
No!
Where my brain is.
See where your brain? Okay, hold on. Right there. Yep, we can see your brain.
Is it small?
It's really big.
Oh,
It's like the size of a watermelon.
smart.
Excuse me. What were you doing? Did you do something weird? Did we have any rocks in our pockets today? Do you want to tell everybody how sick you got? How sick were you? Did you get the sick teepee? I saw a post today that said seasons and stages. Oh, okay, yeah, this is really important. This was in his pocket. Like, he goes, "Oh, shoot, Mom, I forgot to take my rock out of my pocket." I'm like, okay, well, show me what you got. How does this fit in your pocket?
Give me my jacket pocket.
Seasons and stages. Some seasons are short, some seasons are long. Some stages are hard and some are easy. And I think that's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard about parenthood. So if you guys are thinking about that today, having some thoughts today, something is just weighing on you, seasons and stages, that's all it is. Some are long, some are short, some are good, some are not your favorite, but it's all transitional, like it's all phases. It all like Sophia running away from me right now. She's like, oh God, this lady. What? That's your dad, you hear him? Daddy's here. Can you hear her footsteps?
Hey you guys, happy Wednesday. All right, it has been one of those days. Come on, Mama. Right there. It's been one of those days where you look down, it's like 9 o'clock, you look up, and it's almost time to go get the kids at school. I love those days, but I also really don't like those days because then I feel like, wow, what happened to my day? Did I do anything to show for it? Oh, yes, I did. I am setting you guys down. Wow, my forehead looks enormous today. Oh, gotta get my roots done. Let me try to look a little cute for you guys. There we go. Okay, so I sat down, I looked up, and I was like, holy mackerel, my day is completely over. It's 2-ish, and I have to go get little man at 3. So I am almost done with the little baubles that I'm about to show you, but all right, fix the lighting a little bit just so that you guys can see everything all cute. So I love and appreciate how busy you guys have kept me, especially being able to do something so cathartic for me. I told you guys on Instagram, I'm like, you know what? Losing 3 pets in like 2 years, while it has gutted me and made me completely unfunctional some days, unfunctional, dysfunctional, can't function. It's just grief. And grief is just a really messy, confusing feeling. It's, I read somewhere that said, grief is just love with no place to go. And every time I do these baubles, I somehow feel better or like I'm healing from the grief or the loss of my pets. And I think it's one of those things where you see the happiness somewhere else and it makes you feel better. So being able to see so many pet parents love their pets just as much as I love mine, it just makes me happy, you know, and it makes me happy, and selfishly, because I have something to do with it, it makes me feel better. So it's just, I don't know, like if you would have told me 20 years ago that I would be doing YouTube or that eventually I would be on Etsy doing arts and crafts for you guys, I would have laughed. But I guess they're right, you know, the older you get, the more you really just stop questioning things and take life by the, and love your life and embrace your life, and it all just makes sense. So here we are making sense today. I know. So I made this one yesterday, and I still have to put the hardware on it and the clip and the charm and everything. Actually, I'm not sure if this one has a charm. Anyway, I double check the orders before putting charms on because I know a lot of people don't want a charm. But after I made this one, I was like, this is it. This is my favorite one that I've ever done. I'm totally in love with it. nothing's gonna ever top Sunny's. Then I got an order, and the order was like, can I have these clay slices and these clay slices and these? There were like 12 different selections of clay slices. Again, I don't mind. My concern is, how am I gonna make that happen? All right, well, at least it's a big bone, so we have a little more creative liberty because there's space, but I really don't think I'm gonna be able to make this happen for Miss Nova. I know. Wow, isn't that stunning? I was like, wow. As soon as I made Sunny's tag, I was like, yep, Sunny's my favorite. And then all of a sudden, boom, Nova was like, hold my beer. How cute is that? So I think I'm gonna have to like hire Nova's mom as like my creative director because all of her selections somehow worked out really great. Very happy with these two. But I want to show you guys the rest. So we have Eleanor. I love the name Eleanor. I love it. Just, I feel like it needs to be the new trendy little girl name. How pretty is that? Eleanor in purple, hearts, and little pigs. You're being real loud, miss. You are being real loud. Then I got an order of 2 yellow and green circles. So I try to make them different, but similar. Does that make sense? So that they still look like one of a kind. But if she's using them for like purse tags, luggage tags, or whatever, at least they are, they look like a set. So we got the 2 Susie ones. Then we have blue. I think blue and pink are the most popular colors when it comes to tags. Blue and pink. And since doing this Etsy shop, I've come to realize how popular purple and pink are with like lanyards and stuff. I always sell out of my blue, pink, and purple lanyards first. People really don't like yellow or orange. I love yellow, and so anytime I get a request for a yellow dog tag, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna look amazing. Look at this, another circle. For Zoomy, how cute is that? Where's Zoomy? Okay, we got a Zoomy. Then we have 3 blue ones. I'll show you. Mr. Dash and Mr. Samson. Look at that. Cute, right? They're really cute. I mean, a blue like dog tag is always very cute. Here's another one, but it's a little one. Look at that. For a puppy. This one's for a puppy, Mr. Vito. Look at this one though. This is another way that you could do a blue that's not so blue. This was a really great combo for Mr. Canelo. We did dark blue glitter and animals. See all the animals? So cute. Okay. Then we have, this one was also designed by Nova's mom, you know, with like all the selections. This is from Maximus. You see? We got moons. We got the like Fantasia Disney combo that has like the Mickeys and the stars. And they also wanted smiley faces. And they requested glow-in-the-dark moons. And so with the jimmies and the moons, like the more generic, universal looking sprinkles or like clay slices, I like to mix those into the glitter or the resin instead of being that like base layer. So if you look carefully, you'll see the color, like the beads are laid first and set. Then you do a thin layer and you stick the clay slices so that they don't overlap and you can see them clearly. And then you fill the rest of the mold with the glitter and resin. And so in the third step is where I add the glow-in-the-dark stuff. Actually, let me see if I can show you. Yeah, see, actually, it might be darker in here. Bam! How cool is that? It looks like the light is on inside the tag. Yeah, you guys, the glow-in-the-dark clay slices are powerful. It's like having a little light on. And if it ever doesn't glow as bright as it is now, what you could do is just put it under a light and it charges up in like a couple of seconds. So isn't that cool? You know what's gonna happen is I'm getting distracted by shiny things, sparkly things, cute little things, and I'm gonna be late to pick up my kid from school. The good thing is it's Daniel and that kind of stuff doesn't bother him. Okay, then we have Miss Bailey. Oh, sorry. Gotta get profesh again. Okay, Miss Bailey, her mama said, hey, can you make it exactly like Shadows? I'm like, that's what I want to hear. That's what really helps me. If you guys look on the listing and you're like, I want it to look exactly like Kiwis. I'm like, okay, I can do that. But I did update the listing. I think I did it on Monday. I don't know if it was Monday or Tuesday that I updated the listing, and I included pictures of all the clay slices that I have. So before it was a picture, I think there were maybe like 12 kinds. It's fully updated now, and I think there's like 40 types of clay slices. So it's kind of like looking at a menu. I'm a little scared that there might be too many choices and it might be overwhelming, but it is sort of separated by categories. So it's easy to like narrow down the stars or narrow down the glow in the dark or narrow down if you want the more, I don't know, girly ones versus the others. But I did get a bunch of, oh, actually I can show you this. Mateo has been hassling me to make him a pop socket. But since my son Mateo thought it was a great idea to leave his phone on top of the truck and then have his dad drive away, and then his phone was lost in the ditch in like a far away place. And he got so lucky that his dad, we were able to track it. And so Parker and I were on the phone on the map. We're like, okay, just walk like 100 feet more. Okay, now to your left, now to your right. And the phone survived. It was like in the middle of a ditch on the road in the country, and we found his phone. So ever since then, I was like, okay, I know you need a new pop socket, but right now we're not in a good electronics phase in our lives. So when mom's ready and she has some downtime with work, she will design one for you. And I told him, tell me what you want on it. What design do you want? Be specific. And he's an overthinker, and he couldn't come up with anything, and he started to get all anxious. So I was like, would it make you happier if I just designed something for you? And he was like, yes. I'm like, all right, say no more. Here we go, son of mine. So I did a background of a baseball field. It's like a real field. Then his number that looks like a baseball. And then we did a little baseball area, like a sunflower seed, a baseball, and a flag. Then at the bottom, I did an emoji that looks rizzy, a gaming remote, and a taco. And then at the top, there's like Among Us, a crown, and a red star for his team. So he's gonna be real excited about that. I just reused one of the old pop sockets that he had, which is kind of cool because now the background looks like it's marble. You see like the little, those are just scratches. Those are scratches, but it looks like it's black marble. All right, speaking of pop sockets, I don't think you're ready for this.
Oh my goodness. Look at this beautiful little babies.
This is actually a memorial pop socket for a mama that lost her baby. You guys, those are the hardest ones for me to make because they always come with a story, and the story is the best part, but it's also hard because I know what that feels like, and there's not enough pop sockets or memorial keychains in the world to like make you feel better about losing your baby, you know? So anyway, focus. We have a baby bone. I'm surprised every time I make one of these that it actually turns out because they're so small. Look at this, tiny little bone. Then we have this one. This is actually for a friend of mine from high school. So I have a friend named Rosaline. We went to high school together. We were all in all the nerdy classes together. And she has the cutest little pup. And she sent me the sweetest message. She was like, hey, I saw you post on Instagram, you know, the reason for your Etsy shop. And I thought it was the greatest idea. And I need to get one for my biscuits. And I promised to send you a picture. And I was like, you better, because your dog is adorable. Her dog was on the news, you guys. I think like her doggy daycare or her doggy boarding or something, like the facility caught on fire or something. And so it was on the news. And Miss Biscuits was on the news too. It's the cutest story ever. So I hope that this looks amazing on her for her next interview. Okay, then we have this one. This is a recreation of Sophia's. So if you go to the listing and you see Sophia's, this is the same exact bone, but in a big size. So Sophia's was really, really small. So we did her letters like a rainbow, like a curve. Sylvie's fits across straight, and we did the flowers. The same as Sophia's, just in a big bone. This is the Ernie size. So that one, it's just one of my favorites. When you're picking a pet tag, you feel so overwhelmed. Like, God, there's so many choices. Do I want to go super, super cute? Do I want to go silly? Do I want to go fancy? Like, do I want to go pretty and classy? It's overwhelming. So if you do, like, for me, this one's pretty and it's like classy and elegant, but I mean, you could do fun, and this could be like for your boy dog or cat. This one is very, I don't know, like 90s, very cool. What's that show? Lizzie McGuire? It reminds me of like that. This one. You know what I'm saying? This looks like Lucky Charms. So happy, so bright. Love that one. And then, I mean, right? But these are all pet tags, and I get the question a lot. Do you do them for cats? I'm like, I don't know. How big is your cat? We can try. This is all universal, right? Don't cats eat bones? I do have like a little fish shape. I thought cats didn't wear collars or anything because they typically don't go out or go for walks. But if they do, or maybe if they need to go to the vet and you need to put it on their crate, like their travel crate, or if they have a harness, you can put on their harness. I don't know. I don't know anything about cats, but we do have little cat stuff. You see, like, I would assume these are for cats. The only problem with a few of these is they're so small. A few of you guys told me, well, you could put like just their initials, like if it was a monogram. I'm like, well, I guess I could. There's little ones like this where you could just put like Max, if it's a like Ben, if it's a 3-letter. I can't believe all of this magic comes out of this little mold. Anyway, I have to show you this one. A lot of you are like, okay, well, I want to get something for my husband, but is there a way to like not do glitter? Yeah, look at this.
Look at this pretty girl. Her name is Ellie, and she has a purple bandana, and her daddy likes orange and blue. And this is Miss Ellie at the beach, and her name in stickers. This is going to be a keychain. So I still have to do all the hardware on all of these, like the key ring and the charms and the clasp and all that stuff. All the charms, especially for the keychains. And Ellie has a sister, and her name is Miss Pikachu. Oh my goodness. She's in a laundry basket. How cute is she? Look at her feet. I know it's paws, but they look like socks. Her little feet look like they're in socks. This is a memorial keychain from a friend to a friend, so it's going to be a gift. Again, love this about having an Etsy shop is hearing these stories and getting that reminder of good friends. There are good friends out there. Look at this. Grumper's cat, Ezo Grumpers.
So this was her best friend's cat that passed away. And she just told me, hey, my friend really likes colors. She likes bright, but I want it to be a memorial keychain for her cat. What do you think? And I'm like, well, let's do it then, friend. Anyway, I got to finish these up. They still need all the hardware and the charms and stuff. And I think the selection process is probably what takes me the longest because I'm like, ooh, should I do this one? Oh, should I do this one? And it takes me a little bit longer. And then I got to go get little man. Parker is actually doing a presidential escort today, so he won't be home. That sounded very disturbing. So he has to keep the president safe. And he won't be home until probably midnight. Mateo has baseball practice. So it's just going to be the 3 of us. And I recently saw a video on my Instagram. Okay, you guys. This is another way for me to prove that I am Mother of the Year. So I got suggested a drinking game video on my Instagram. And it's the Sticky Hands Challenge. And I actually didn't understand how it's a drinking game because they didn't show any drinking in the video. But obviously, since I'm always mom and like the mom brain is always turned on, I had the idea. I'm like, oh my gosh, we can do this with like candy or with like quarters or even papers that like each of them pick what game they want to play. Oh my gosh, you guys, speaking of games, I'll finish the story, but speaking of games, so I was thinking, okay, we can all take turns and like write on a piece of paper, almost like if it was a raffle. We can write the game that we want to play, and then we'll do sticky hands, and whichever one gets picked is the game that we play. But so we played Monday. It is so fun. So I'm going to try and convince him to play with me again today. And I got like a pack of 40 sticky hands for like $4. It was crazy. So it's a very cheap way to have a lot of fun with your kids. And when I'm telling you, like my kids love playing with me. They love playing games with me. They love being in my space. I know pretty soon here, like that time's running out. So I really want to take advantage of these core memories that I'm creating. And if you can do hella core memories for $4, I'm going to link those sticky hands and I'll show you guys later what the game, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But this weekend, I totally forgot. You guys remember we have a ton of games that we play with the kids. And Parker and I were just kind of hanging out, having a relaxing day. They canceled Mateo's baseball tournament for like weather reasons. And so I got the itch. We were supposed to have a lazy day and I got the itch and I was like, what do you think if we do this? So I don't know if you guys remember, this bookcase was in my office and it was where I originally had my Etsy crafting stuff. And the board games were everywhere in 3 different areas. So I was able to Tetris and organize all of our board games into this cabinet that we moved into the front room. And so now we can look at all the games at the same time and be like, okay, I want to play this one or this one. Like everything's in one place. It's going to be easy to make a decision. And now, here's the best part. We're actually going to use this room. I love this room. Beautiful room. Love how it came together with all of the Walmart stuff that we got. Love how it came together. But like, we never used it. We used it when our desks were in there. We used it when we still had all our dogs, and we just don't use it anymore. So now, since we're a huge like board game family, we use the heck out of that room. Not to mention, whenever we play games, we eat snacks, and all of the people in my house, with the exception of me, are spillers. And when we play in that room on the shag, it's just not a good combo. That is a rug. That is low ply. It's almost like carpet. So that's gonna be real easy to clean. Like we don't got ruggable money, you know what I mean? And then the last thing that I wanna show you guys is supposed to arrive from FedEx today, and it is going to earn me the coolest Mother of the Year award. I really hope that it arrives because I told Mateo it was gonna arrive today. Just don't let me down, FedEx, all right?
Oh, dang, that's good.
You like it?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want to see what's in this box?
Yes.
Hey, Daniel, come here. Wait. Wait. You must wait. Daniel, don't wait. Ready? 1, 2, look inside.
What the heck? What the heck?
Yeah, the brand sent it to us.
Wait, what?
I don't think you can use those.
I'm gonna drink all of this.
I don't think you can use those. What is that? I didn't even see. I just opened it. What is the flavor?
Lemonade.
A cup of water? To do what?
What powder do you put in?
Oh, does it have to be cold?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's find out.
Add
Read the back.
16. Okay. Add 16. Get a 16 FL ounce
Fluid ounces.
of water.
And then?
And then you give it to me. No. I know what I'm making. I'm not actually because this powder comes everywhere.
Hey, you're gonna use the straw to stir, okay? Here's 16 ounces of water. Do you want one too?
No.
Okay. We can just try it. Mix one and try it. Your brother asked for it, buddy.
I'm
Let
opening
him.
it for it so all the powder doesn't go everywhere.
Thank you. I love the branding. It looks like a popsicle.
Yeah, it's supposed to taste like the iced tea. I pop.
Ew, like the rocket pop.
Oh, I smell it.
All the way to the bottom. Powder sinks and stir. Does it smell good?
I don't know.
Does it smell
I
good?
like the rocket pop.
Really? Rocket pops taste like cherry, blue, and whatever, right?
Smell it.
Ooh, it smells good. It's probably still a little chunky, but it's fine. I think it's so you put it in a water bottle and shake it. What do you think? Is it good? That's supposed to be the same as this, but that comes in powder so you can put it in your water bottle later.
Portable.
Oh, it's portable.
This is this, I think.
No,
Oh, I'm still drinking these.
that one has caffeine.
I'm drinking
Those
caffeine.
don't.
Aw, we can.
How about this? I will let you try the blue one right before Dad picks you up tomorrow.
Yes. No, I can bring it to practice today.
No, not today, but maybe on Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, bet.
Like on a weekend practice.
Yes.
Yeah. Deal. Is it good?
Yeah.
Do we approve?
Yeah.
Do we want to share with our teammates or no?
No.
So whenever I get stuff from a brand, I say thank you. So who do you want to say thank you to?
Logan Paul.
His finger. It's like, what?
Oh, KSI.
What's KSI?
2 people that made it.
KSI is the 2 people that made it?
KSI and Logan Paul, or Logan Paul.
How about we just say thank you to Prime?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Prime.
Not in your baby voice.
Thanks, Prime. Thanks, Prime. Thanks, Prime.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Prime.
Don't make me do my good accents, okay?
Thanks, Prime. Thanks.
Hey, you guys, good morning.
Alexa, stop. All right, it is officially Thursday. Mateo is walking his little brother to school, and I need to close out this vlog. So I wanted to jump on here and say happy Thursday, happy week. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog so far. And if you guys are on the fence, if you guys have been, and it was great that I forgot to do my outro because it's vitamin time. Okay, so if you guys have been curious to try Mary Ruth's or you are already fans, don't forget that the code CoffeeBreak gets you guys 20% off your total purchase on Amazon and their website. So I'll leave all the information to that in the description box. So that is it for this vlog, you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. I'll make sure to list and link all of the stuff that I showed you, everything we did, in the description box of this video. And that's it. I love you guys so much, and you know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, and learned something, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye, guys.